how do you articulate, we can help you with your estate planning documents when they know you're not an attorney and you can't draft documents, you can't give legal advice. If you could speak to how you all tee it up for the client to understand the lane you're in helping and facilitating, and then also the disclosures. You are with Cambridge. And so Cambridge, I know, has specific disclosures in their financial planning engagement, but you could speak to those a little bit where the client's actually signing that they understand the relationship and your role, but how you articulate that would be helpful.
Good question. So let me talk about how speak to that with the client first, and then I'll talk about it from I don't want to say the word compliance, but like the compliance and how we manage that relationship, because that's very important to hear. So let me start simple, how we set it up with the client. And this actually, I had a client meeting this morning, so I'll just kind of use that same example. So again, we talk about estate planning with every single one of our clients, whether it's a beneficiary review, we're looking at that flow chart, we're looking at existing documents, and estate plan discussion is on every single agenda moving forward. So when we find the time that we have the client need to execute on documents, whether it's a new relationship or an existing client that just has not put their wills in place or needs to update them, we let them know they have really one of two options in order to implement. And we tell them right from the get-go, we are more than happy to make an introduction to an attorney, and we'll give them the three names that we're required to do in order to put together their documents. And we talk about what that looks like, the introduction. It's up to them to make sure that while we'll always offer to schedule a meeting, at the end of the day, it's up to the client to make sure that that meeting is taken care of, that the steps are followed, because there's only so much that we can do. So we let them know. One option is to connect with an attorney. Because we worked with so many attorneys locally for so long, we know their price ranges. We give them that as well and let them know like the approximate timeline, etc. Or we say, we're also happy to help you with it, but we're not attorneys. And I tell clients that right from the get-go. Like, you are hiring me to focus on your financial life, not to be an attorney. I'm not an attorney. I always joke with them and say I don't tend to play one on TV. But here's how I can help you. I have a third-party platform partner that helps me put together the documents so that I can bring them to you. Now, my team over at Encore are going to be the ones to put those documents together, but I'm going to go ahead and facilitate that exchange of information so that at the end of the day, you have your will, your revocable trust, your power of attorney, whatever it might be, that you can then sign, execute, and have ready to go. And then I use that as an opportunity to say, here's where the price difference is, and here's where the timeline difference is. So I will always give clients the option. I'm happy to make the introduction and connect you with an attorney, and I'm happy to go ahead and schedule that meeting. In fact, I join as many of those meetings as I possibly can. But then I give them the option of Encore. Again, I tee it up as our third-party platform partner agency that helps us facilitate the implementation of documents, and then we talk through it with them. Now, all that's to say, sometimes it's short. Clients want to just have the attorney feel, or maybe they have unique needs that I feel like it's better served for an attorney to be involved in it, and that's perfectly fine. But what's very interesting is as I give those examples to clients, more clients say, well, I'd rather you just help me with it. You know everything relative to my financial life anyway. So that's the route that we go. Now, before I go into kind of the Cambridge requirements, let me just use this as an opportunity to say, we work with a lot of attorneys. We always have, and we always continue to do so. Like, that's just part of our mantra. We work with a lot of business owners, so we need attorneys to do business succession agreements, buy-sell plans, you name it. So for us, we needed to find a way to make sure that attorneys knew that we were going to be helping some of these clients with part of their document needs, but that wasn't necessarily going to interfere with any referrals that we send to them. So that was something that was a little bit nerve-wracking for us, because we wanted to make sure that we didn't burn any bridges with attorneys, or they thought that we were trying to overstep boundary. So for all of the really important attorney relationships that we have, I actually picked up the phone and called every single one of them and just let them know, like, hey guys, we are now going to partner with Encore for some of the clients that we work with. Therefore, reserving some of the more complex clients, those ones that need irrevocable trust, like I said, the business owner relationship, some that just don't fit the bill for the qualifier questions that Encore asks. And I let them know, these are the ones that we're going to send to you. But some of the other clients, that mass affluent, we're going to help them with it. And the answer I got was, that's awesome. Like, that's great, Kristen. Like, we want to focus on the ones that are more complex. Those are the ones that we really enjoy. And not a single attorney had a problem with it. So I'll
Mm,
just use that as I felt
mhm.
like that was really key for me. And I wanted to share that.